news is filtered through, for the foreseeable future at least, Paul Pogba will be at Manchester United as a contract extension of a year has been triggered until June 2022. It remains to be seen whether he'll get a new one. For me, if I was given advice on whether or not I'll give him a new contract, I would point blank refuse and I would point blank say no. For me, in my eyes, he doesn't deserve a new contract. What makes you think that Paul Pogba is going to get to the Paul Pogba, the levels he had at Juventus, at Man United, if he signs another brand new juicy contract? It doesn't work in any way, shape or form. The problem is for him, he's a sitting duck and he's in limbo. Real Madrid can't afford him, Barcelona can't afford him, and I would hazard a guess at Juventus, the old lady, they can't either. You can count on one hand how many good performances Paul Pogba's had. I've never been a Paul Pogba fan. I didn't shed any tears when he left the first time, and I most certainly won't do it the second time. He's treated the club with contempt on more than one occasion. He's come out, not once but twice by the way, that he wants to leave Manchester United. And he's stayed put, and he's trying to dictate Man United Football Club. Well, you did not build Man United Football Club from bricks and mortar, did you? You're the captain of your own ship, Paul Pogba. You know, he has had COVID. I understand it can affect you, the short term and maybe the long term. But parking that aside, he hasn't been good enough for Man United. Even his fanboys will say the same thing. And the only reason certain people, not naming names, wanted Mourinho sacked because he alienated Pogba and Martial, their busy buddies, because they met them in a photograph shoot or an award ceremony. Oh, can I have a photo, please? Oh, photo. That's why they won't criticise him. And that for me is top redism, and for me that's unacceptable. That's why I would never want to meet, you know, one of my favourite players, McTominay, Matic, and Telles, my left back by the way. So that's my view on Paul Pogba. I will lose my shit if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer starts Fatty Arbuncle, a darts player, etc, 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 over Telles. You wanted Telles. You said you watched him for a while. Play him. You have no reason to not play him because he's the best left back we've got and the one and only we've got. We bought him from Porto for £15.4 million. That is a snip in the current climate, pre and post COVID. So he has to start for me. And I'm fed up of hearing, oh, Porky Pig, he needs to start as a left centre-back. We are not Scunthorpe. Stop treating the club with contempt because you want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to shoehorn your favourite players in the starting 11. Well, that is not what Man United used to be. Porky Pig has not been good enough for Man United. He hasn't done anything since he's rocked up. All he's got, and his claim to fame, is breaking his leg. All dudums. My heart bleeds for you. And that excuse is still rankled with by his fanboys. But it won't work with me. That's an excuse. And that's all there is to it. So play Telles and we have a better chance of winning. If he starts the Squid, if he starts Fatty Arbuncle, he will get the sack on Sunday morning. And he won't be in the dugout against PSG. It will be Michael Carrick or something like that. And not you. So he's got to pick his 11 wisely, and Telles should be in that. And obviously, again, top redism has struck. Maguire. Again, they're treating him with kid gloves. Apparently, he's had a knock. If you believe that, you believe anything. But we've got, unfortunately, several fans in our fan base who are so gullible and believe everything they listen to and everything that they read. You know? I think Maguire deserves criticism. He treated the club with contempt. Don't give me this nonsense, and you won't play this game with me, trying to play the sympathy card, like on X Factor, where the judges have a go at a contestant and the public go, I'm not standing for this, so we're going to vote to get him through to next week, so that it pisses off the judges, but what they fail to realise is all the money they make, and they can give away, Simon Cowell makes and receives, because it's his show and his child, so to speak. So I'm not having this about Maguire. The excuse get trotted out Nobody said that about Fellaini when he was getting ripped to shreds. You really think Maguire's had a hard time? Are you been in the magic fucking mushrooms or something? Are you brain dead? Fellaini was the one who got treated with hate every single time he entered the football pitch. You tend to forget he got booed in a pre-season friendly against Valencia. He got booed against Spurs when we won 1-0 via Mkhitaryan. When he signed a new contract extension, he was called a donkey. He was said, oh, you got to break your leg. They wished ill on him. Pogba gets treated with kickers when he doesn't deserve to. The same applies to Maguire. Fellaini did a lot for this club. He got treated like an animal. And that was disgraceful. And do you know what? I remember when people said, oh, he's a Jonah, he's a bad luck charm. Oh, is he really? Okay. Since Fellaini left, Liverpool won their first trophy under Brendan Klopp. And then the next season, they did what they did in the league. So Fellaini leaving has actually contributed to our downfall because nothing's gone right ever since. He got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's been caught speeding, and obviously he went against the club when he went to Dubai, and we've seen what happened with Maguire. You know, and Fellaini, for me, he was treated disgracefully. And nobody should forget that. So, if you want me to have sympathy for Maguire, then you're looking at the wrong place, you're knocking at the wrong door, because you won't get it from me, I can assure you. You can do the pity pat if you want. I won't be going down that route. You know? You can mug off other people, you certainly won't be mugging off me, I can tell you. I don't mind being a lone voice in football. That's a bagatelle. And there you go. That's what I've got to say about the matter. So there'll be no review after the Newcastle game because I'm not paying 15 quid, and especially goes to the Glazers. It'll be interesting, won't it? Torres moan about, oh, the Glazers make loads of money, don't they? They're starving the club of success. I wonder if they'll pay 15 quid though for the Newcastle game and the privilege of giving it to the club and the Glazers. It'll be interesting, that, won't it? And do you know what? I think they will, because they're hypocrites.